ID Alliance presents this week's short attention span sales tip. Good morning, it's Bill Farquharson. How are you? So, hey, interesting sales tip this week. This is just something that just kind of came to me. I had done a ton of travel throughout May and into June. I was absolutely exhausted when the 4th of July hit a few weeks ago. I had been to Chicago twice. I was on the West Coast 3 times. I was in, in California, and I was in Arizona a couple times. And then I went to Tokyo, and I went to Shanghai to see my daughter graduate from NYU. And I was fried. I was absolutely exhausted. And I remember saying, I've got 5 weeks. I'm going to be in my office. I am not going to leave. It's going to take an act of God or an act of Congress to get me out of Sudbury, Massachusetts. And then the phone rang. And it was a client of mine down in Florida. And he said, Bill, I have an extra ticket to the All-Star game. Do you want to go? I was like, is this a trick question? So for $11.20 and 25,000 frequent flyer miles, I flew down and I took in the All-Star game. And it was not a great game, but it was a great experience. Had an absolute blast. And if you're a Facebook buddy of mine, you saw all the photos. My point is, when clients become friends, I was so moved, I was so touched by the fact that that client was calling me up saying, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the work you've done for me. Please come down. And I was so touched by that. And this is not new for me. I mean, when I took my motorcycle cross country 4 years ago, I stayed in the house of a printer in Wisconsin. We went out in his boat. We're bombing around Lake something or other out there and had an absolutely wonderful time. And that happened all the way across the country. I would see these different folks and we'd come over, we'd go out, or we'd go to their house. And this is what becomes magic. This is when I think you earn that position. It's one thing when you've got the trust of their business needs, but when you can bring it to a personal level, that's when I think it becomes long lasting. And it happens, I think, when you show genuine care. Dale Carnegie talks about being genuine in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And he said, you can't fake this, and you really can't. This is about remembering birthdays. This is about being a good listener. This is about connecting with someone, remembering their interest, and then shooting them a link to something that you've read, or just simply paying attention. And it's taking sales to a different level, to a higher level. I don't know, maybe a younger sales rep would say, yeah, we don't do that anymore. We're just in too much of a hurry. And that's really unfortunate. Sure, you want to get in, you want to get out, you want to move on to the next call, but stop, slow down. Everyone's got something going on. It doesn't take much to get people to open up. Take the time to listen. Connect with them on a personal level. You'll find things like price disappears, all those objections. People will find a way to do business with you. And according to Purchasing Magazine, the number one reason they buy from you is your raw sales ability. And I think that includes a subject like this. When clients become friends, that means that you've really done something special, and you've got a great opportunity then to be with that person for years and years and years to come. And to all my friends out there, especially the ones that reached out to me recently when my mom passed away, I am in your debt. You are so good to me, and I'm very grateful for everything that you've given me over the years. So thank you. And to the others that we haven't connected with yet, here I am. Give me a call. Let's talk about your sales challenges, and I'll be here for you. Have a great selling week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next Monday.